how's it going? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another vlog. So Monday, it's day one of school holidays. Oh, and I sat at home in my dressing gown pretty much all day with the I'm going to get up and do something in a second. Didn't quite get there. Did clean part of the kitchen, got dinner ready, and went and taught Zumba last night, so that's at least something. I actually did get dressed for the day. And then today, typical Tuesday, got up, literally stayed at a computer for 2 hours. I've gone and taught Zumba, and now we're about to go and do some markdown shopping. So let's go and do that, and I'll catch up with you when I get back. Hey, how you going? Checking in for Wednesday. So just going to the post office. I wish that when you got a notification that you've got mail, it tells you what it is or who it's from. It would give you a good indication. I'm always waiting on things, so when I get the email I get excited, but then I think, oh, is it what I think it is? And a couple of things, I've had to redirect my home address, which is a bit frustrating because they just tend to leave the parcel at the door. And I just worry. I mean, our house is pretty secure, but I just think, what is it? So there was a letter in there that was just about my PO box in general, and then I got registered post, and I've got a gift card because I did some consulting work. They just gave me an honorarium to say thanks for my time, so that was good for some of the autism advocacy stuff. Sometimes I do some group discussion things and help, and I just do it, and sometimes they say, oh, we'd like to offer you, and I'll be like, oh, okay, thanks. I just take it. It is a Coles My gift card group, so yeah, it can be used Coles, Myers, Target, Kmart, Coles Express, Officeworks, Liquorland. So I don't know, I'll just probably put it in my purse and use it when I use it, either a food shop maybe, or if I want, Kmart, need to get some new containers for the freezer. I might go and check that out, and then that's like free. Anyway, we need to keep moving because we have a massage, and then we're gonna head home. Super weird this morning getting up and not having to go to Zumba, but super grateful because I didn't sleep the best. I don't know if I told you guys yesterday, my sciatica is playing up, and it's right sort of in my hip, but then a bit to the side. It keeps moving. I had really bad sciatica 5 years ago, ended up in hospital with it twice. One, I ended up going at about 6 p.m. on a Wednesday night because the pain was just so terrible. And they basically just gave me a bit of endone and then sent me home. And then Wednesday, which was Friday, 2 days later, Good Friday, so Easter, I ended up back at the hospital. Had to get my husband to drive me there, public holiday, and didn't want to take up another ambulance, but it was in so much pain, and I'd maxed out. I'd only had, was it 4? I think I had 6 Nurofen over like the 22-hour period because I was counting. Heat bags, ice packs, trying to sleep. It was terrible. So when I went there to hospital, I said that to them, and I said, oh, my last dose was at this time, and I had all the details written down and stuff. So they were like, yep, you're on it. But they still gave me endone because they were like, we need to get this sorted. And it was funny because the first time I was there on a Wednesday night, I'm not saying that they thought I was there for any other reason, but they were just like, back pain. And then they did the leg, they lift your leg up a bit, and I was like, oh, and they're like, okay. And they said some of that is very hard to fake, so we do know that you're in pain. And then they were just kind of, I don't know, skirting around the issue a little bit. And I pull up Facebook and find my Zumba page and go, I'm a fitness instructor. I really need you just to give me a muscle relaxant or something to dull this, and so I can get back to work. And the guy's like, you're not going anywhere. He goes, you need to like rest for the next couple of days. And then it was funny when I ended up back Friday as a bounce back, because I still had my discharge papers, and I said to hubby, go inside and say you need a wheelchair to help me in because you've got to bounce back. I know a few terminology things, and they just put me straight in, and they were like, yeah, no worries. So again, gave me some endone, sent me home with some endone. I'll tell you, after the second dose, I was like, no more of that, thank you very much. I was off the planet, just could not process anything. And then yeah, had some Nurofen suppositories. They're really good. They do kick it pretty quickly, which is good. A lot better than endone, at least you're still with that a little bit more. But it was weird too, because he's going, you need to rest, but you also need to move. I'm like, okay. He's like, don't go back to Zumba, but keep like moving. So I was in bed like resting for about 2 weeks on and off. Like I'd get up to go to the toilet, or I'd walk up and down the corridor to stretch, and then I was just so exhausted I had to go back to bed. So tiring. And my leg just ached, and the worst thing is it was like the side of my leg and also down into my calf. I actually had bruised part of my calf because I was sitting there like massaging it because it hurt that much. And yeah, I didn't realize until the next morning I'd actually bruised part of it. So then it hurt because it was bruised, but also referred pain. So that was shocking. It took about 6 weeks to get back to Zumba. It was terrible. So luckily also that was like school holidays, so I had the 2 weeks off. Then I got another instructor to come and run a couple of classes because I didn't want to be away that long. Plus she was a friend of mine, and I was also like, why not? My people deserve a bit of exercise. And she teaches the similar style as me, so they were able to follow her really easily and had a great time. They said it was lots of fun, and they're so grateful for me to have brought her in so they could still have a class. So that was really good. And then I just got back into it about a week later. Still sore every now and again that period of time, and then it kind of got a lot better, but now it's kind of, it niggles about once a month, wink wink. So yeah, I don't know. So at least going to get the massage today, I'll say to her it's playing up because I'm due, and so that's like a referred pain. I don't know if that pain, I think that pain is worse than the general back pain that I get like once a month. That just aches, and like the pressure. But the sciatica, it doesn't give me a good night's sleep at all. It really is uncomfortable. So yeah, so we gotta go and see you soon. Hey team, checking in for Thursday. Hope you're having a good day. So Zumba done, about to mark down shopping, go to the bingo, take my mum food shopping, find all the things and all the markdowns. Let's go. Here's my organised chaos, and here's my mother's perfectly packed shopping. Puppy power! Come on! Yeah. Hey! Hey!
I don't want you to go downstairs. Kelly!
So this was my day, assisting in a head-on of a complete stranger. So I was at the intersection and this guy just flew out of nowhere around the corner and clocked this lady. If I had been in her position, she was in the right-hand lane, I was in the left-hand lane, he would have hit me. And the light went green to turn, arrow, and so we slowly started turning, and then I saw him fly around the corner and I went, oh, I've read the light wrong, and then realized nope, and they hit T-bone. She is got 2 young kids in the car, they're fine, but yeah, it's a little bit scary. So oh my gosh, I was only just talking about accidents last week. Yeah, and then I said to the Ambos about the crash on the expressway last week, and they were like, oh yeah. So that was so nice to talk to. So I'm parked down a side street, so I'm gonna go walk to get my car, and I'll see you soon. Ooh, adventures all around. Oh, hey, sorry, I'm so tired. Happy Saturday. Oh, I really need to go inside and have a coffee. I've lately not been having a coffee before I leave for Zumba. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I also haven't been sleeping very well the past couple of nights, like, you know, just body changes and stuff. And I think that also school holidays, so not having that daily go. Some days I get to just really, like yesterday, didn't have Zumba, which was good, still went to bingo, but it's still a full-on kind of day. And I think that also Thursday was so long with that car accident that I helped at. You know, by the time Friday comes, you're like, oh, okay. And then when I was driving home Friday, I had to drive through that bit, so was like on edge a little bit. I probably could have driven a different way home, but you don't think about it. So yeah, excuse me, just went to a cheap little $2 shop that we have near Zumba, and I picked up a scrubbing brush. I'm hoping this will help scrub some of the grout in the showers, because the grout tool I notice isn't really doing much of a job. So it's $2.50, so hopefully that's pretty good. And then I got a new flipper because it was $2. The one we have a little bit burnt on the edge, so I'm just gonna get this and see if it's good. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's got a nice sharp edge, so I'm hoping that will work really well. And then at Coles I got this caramel milk for $1.37. I think I'm blind. I swear I've never seen this in store before. If you've ever seen this in store, let me know. If people don't like the caramel, I guess I will just stick some chocolate in there. and make it a chocolate milk. But for $1.37, look, they're going to drink it anyway. Who am I kidding? Absolutely. Today, I hope I said it Saturday. See, I don't know. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot today. Today, luckily, there's no gaming group, so we just get a bit of a chill day. I do need to do a little bit of meal prep stuff to clean out some of the fridge. Want to set up some of the new freezer. And yeah, just cruise. So that'd be good. So let's see where we end up. Hey everyone, happy Monday. I'm not sure if this is a new vlog or it's continuation of last week, because I didn't record a whole lot last week. It's week 2 of school holidays here in Adelaide, and so I might just put it all together, and then it kind of only has me forward by a week instead of sort of 2 weeks. Don't know, we'll see how we go. So this morning I literally have just had the laziest day. Sunday I had the laziest day, and today, yeah, I've literally just sat at the computer. I watched a 2-hour reunion thing. It's a couple of years ago now. ER, Cast Special, Back Together Again. It was so good, so good. I love ER. It's one of my favourite shows. It's sort of what inspired me to get into being a nurse. Could marry a doctor. Ended up with IT. Oh well, it's all good. But I had to get dressed because I had to go to Coles because tomorrow's Anzac Day, so the shops are closed for a whole day. So, you know, a whole day with no shops. So I got a loaf of bread, and as per usual, I nearly lost the tag. So multigrain bread, and this has literally gone up overnight from $2.20 to $2.70. Far out. Brussels sprout. Also got some white bread because we do so much toast in this house. Was going to go to Aldi, but my closest Aldi is inside of Westfield, and I just can't handle that right now. And also last time I went, all they had was white bread, and I thought I don't want to go in just for one loaf of bread. Yeah, I did get iced coffee because it was marked down. Well, we needed iced coffee, and the fact it was marked down was a bonus. I wasn't going to buy it at all. And again, I was probably going to go to Aldi, but the last time I went, they didn't even have any. So I thought, and I'm going to try and make my own, but you know what, we've got to get there. But I also had to go to the shops because I had to just pick up a little magazine because there might be someone you know. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And then we go to page, I don't know, because I've lost it. 6. Page 7. Lucky 7. Oh, look at that. And do you know, apparently I wrote this myself. This is written in first person, is it? First person. So yeah, it starts with, I can't believe how much prices have gone up, I mutter to myself. It was 2020 and I was shopping for myself, my husband, and our 2 teens who were then aged 19 and 16. And I got interviewed. I've recorded a bit of it, so I might see if I can put some footage together for you guys. And I just talked and talked and talked, and from that they put this article together. They were one of the most professional and organized teams I've ever met, which, you know, for a magazine crew, because I've read a lot of magazine stuff. They cross-checked with me before this got published. Yeah, just everything. I legit stand by what they've written in here because I said it and they wrote it, and then they didn't release it until I was happy with it. Like, oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. So excited, so excited. So being Monday, tonight I have Zumba because we decided that we'll still have a class because there was enough people coming, so hopefully everyone still comes. And that's about it. I'm just gonna kind of have a chill day. Really need to clean that kitchen. It's a nightmare. We've just had the weekend, what can I say? But apart from that, just gonna chill. Just very bit run down because I'm tired, and just because I think I know public holidays coming, so I know I get a bit of a break. All right, we'll see you soon.
And then when we get back to New York, we need to contact Leslie, see what she can do to minimize the press on all this.
Oh, hello. Let's try to get a good light. I think about there. It is 20 to 11. I have just sat down for 5 minutes, and literally only 5 minutes. That's all it is. So you've seen what the kitchen is at. Really happy with it. I've mopped the part of the floor as well and tidied everything up. Oh, hello, this is Kelly. Hello. So it is 20 to 11. I'm ready for a rest now. So yeah, the journo just called and they can't get a camera crew here, so they want to do a Zoom call instead. So at least I have a good area to film. I'll just kind of move that out the way. Oh, I'm not very straight on. And I think I'll get the rug to put in here to try and break some of the echo, because you can hear it's echoey. I'll get one of my light boxes in here and I'll try and set it up like they did when I was on Sunrise. This is probably about the best lighting that I have, but yeah, with the light box I think it will help. I'm just not sure if I'll do Zoom on my phone or the laptop, because when I do the internet it's pretty grainy. I might set it up and see what happens. I've got that in an hour. She called and said, when do you want it? And I said, oh, give me an hour. I'm exhausted after cleaning all of that. It didn't take long and I'm happy that I've done it, and it needed to be done and it was going to be done anyway, but it just wasn't quite in the line of where I needed it to be done. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, now I'm literally gonna sit down for like 2 minutes, if that, do hair and makeup, and then set this up and get that. So let's go. Oh, happy Wednesday, by the way. Let's go. Hey everyone, how you going? Happy Saturday. Welcome to the mess. That is my car. I had planned to clean it out yesterday, and then I got really busy and the weather just absolutely downpoured. And then I was going to clean it out today, but the weather's kind of stopped now. And I was going to have to clean it out because I was going to be picking up my daughter and a friend to go somewhere, but they've changed plans. So that's good because in a minute I have to go down and pick up my son from his gaming group and then come back and get dinner organised and all of that. But I'm going to go a bit earlier because I want to go to Coles and look for some markdowns. So Thursday was just the standard day, busy as by the afternoon because there was a accident on one of the expressways, so traffic was all backed up. So it took me a little while to like literally get 3 kilometers down the road. But once I hit the expressway, because I was going the opposite direction, I was fine. But yeah, lots and lots of traffic around everywhere. And then Friday just kept to be coming here saying, hey guys, how you going? And I was like, oh, I'll do it when I finish this. Oh, I do it when I finish this. And then Friday afternoon, like early evening, it just bucketed with rain. So I was just like, I need to get home and get things organized. So didn't get much time to check in. Apart from going to bingo, I just did a little bit of markdown shopping and took my mum shopping. It's always an adventure. And that was about it. Friday scored some really good markdowns with like dishwashing tablets and stuff like that, so super happy with that. And then that's another one of the flyby spends done, and I'm just trying to work out how to edit to put some of the videos together so I can show you like that these are stockpile shops. Yeah, trying to figure all of that out. So school holidays have officially finished for the break of Zumba, so I'll start all of that back on Monday. I feel like I need another holiday to get over my holidays. I feel that I miss the old holidays when you would just be home for like a solid week, but because I go to bingo and take my mum shopping and do all the things, which I love to do, but I just don't have that whole block of being at home for a week, which might be a good thing. Because then I'm not cleaning and getting really sore and worn out. And then also when I have free time with some things, I tend to just fill it with other stuff. So like Wednesday was a perfect example, being basically a media day, and I was just like in a holding pattern all day. It's really hard to explain, but part of me is there like, now I know why celebrities are just like working such long hours with things, because you're just waiting, you know, waiting for camera crew, waiting for your slot in an interview, waiting for your call for this, that and the other. I think, oh, I get it. You know, when the phone rings at like 8 a.m, like, hi, we need you on hold for an interview, you're like, okay, no worries, and you're just like literally waiting, and you can't do anything because it's like, I don't want to start anything, because if the phone rings and they're like, oh, you ready now, or can you get to this place and meet a camera crew, you're like, yeah, oh, okay, no worries. So you're just kind of sitting there at the computer going so it's a lot of like nervous energy. So by Wednesday night I was absolutely exhausted. Then the interview finishes, then you spend about an hour thinking, I hope I said what I said, it came out okay. And then the interview, and then you sit there and you watch the news live, so you can watch that. And then you start doing, well, I do a little bit of a media wrap up. So then I will start having people contact me and going, hey, I saw you this and that, and you want to be engaging with people. And, or I was also trying to edit some other things. So get really busy trying to do that. And it's just like the next thing you know, your day is over and you're exhausted. Oh, excuse me. Oh, see, I'm still tired from Wednesday. Thursday I taught Zumba. How I got through that, I do not know. I was going to take it off as well, because I was like, you know what, I've taught every Thursday from sort of January to now. I probably should have a break, especially because I had Tuesday off, and I thought, would it just give my body a little bit time of rest, because my sciatica is playing up a little bit at the moment. It's just crazy. It's driving me insane. So I'm really hoping that the collab that I've got coming up will really help with that, because yeah, I really don't want to go back to a chiropractor. I used to go to a chiropractor every month, and it helped for a lot. It was really, really good. And then 2020 hit and we couldn't go anywhere. And I think also having the physical rest of a couple of months, so my body just kind of settled down, and it got really good. Yeah, and I've just hit that point that what do I do, because I teach 8 classes a week and I'd feel guilty giving up any one of them, but I'm starting to think that maybe my body just isn't coping as well as what it is. Some of it is because I'm a bigger girl. I'm pretty low impact in my classes, so it's not so much about the jumping around, but if my sciatica is starting to play up, it's starting to really irritate me. I do need to get some new shoes, so that is one thing. I'm at the end of the sort of 4-month cycle with that. My shoes used to last me about 6 months, but now I'm finding they're only lasting about 4 months. This is another thing to add to the list. But yeah, I just don't know physically. I want to keep moving a lot because I think it's helping with the weight loss as well. But yeah, if my back starts playing up and it really starts limiting me in other areas, then I'm up the creek without a paddle, as they say, because it's gonna really throw me. Because when I went out 5 years ago, it must have been, yeah, because a memory came up first bit the other day. Like, I was out for about 4 or 5 weeks. Like, talk about bored. I was so bored. At least I had Avon, and that's right, because Avon was finishing, so I spent like 2 weeks in bed adminning and wrapping things up and ordering and doing bits and pieces, and it was absolutely crazy. So it can be really busy, which is really, really good. And then tonight we were meant to do a birthday celebration thing for someone in the family, but we just can't get there in time, and so we said we'll catch up with you later. We're really sorry, but it was last minute as well, so yeah, I feel bad that we couldn't go there, but I can't be 3 places at once. My daughter's gone somewhere today, as I said. My son's got his gaming group, and we just won't get back in time, and everyone's settled, and yeah, so it's just easier to say see you next time. Yes, no worries. So we're gonna go and do all the things that we need to do today, and we'll see you when we see ya.